Now, your body needs food to operate, and what it doesn't use, it then turns into feces and eliminates from the body. Also, it goes in the kidneys and turns into urine to be eliminated as well. Now, this urine from the kidneys travels down two tubes known as ureters to the bladder, like a storage space, almost like a balloon that holds the urine. And this balloon gets bigger as it holds more the storage space. Actually, every 10 seconds, small amounts of the urine are emptied into the bladder. Now, a healthy adult can hold up to 2 cups comfortably, and when it starts to get full, the muscles around the balloon, the bladder, tell the brain, hey, we're full, get rid of the urine, and that's when you want to pee. Now, if you do hold your urine in and don't eliminate, you lose the ability to tell when it's full, sort of like building up a resistance to it. Like if you take a drug over and over again, you build up a resistance. Also, if you don't eliminate the urine and it's there, it actually creates a friendly, happy, lovely place for harmful bacteria to grow and be merry and reproduce. So that's not good too. Now, a bladder infection, or the nerdy name, is cystitis, if I pronounce that right. Usually it occurs in women much more than men. Now, health experts aren't exactly sure why women get this infection more than men, but they have a few ideas. One of them is, in theory, a woman's urethra, the tubes, are shorter than the guys. This means that it's a short distance from bacteria to go from, I guess, up the kidneys down to the bladder. That's one of the theories. The other theory is that the bladder is closer to the vagina or the anus, the outside world, where harmful invaders can enter in and go into the bladder and say, hey, let's reproduce. That's the other theory about it. Now, if anything is wrong in the human body, what do you think the first sign is going to be? Probably going to be some pain and some agony, right? Well, if you notice some pain in your bladder or pain when you're trying to urinate, that's a common warning sign of an infection in the bladder. All right. Next up, the body's going to try to naturally eliminate the harmful bacteria and invaders, so it's going to want to urinate a lot. That's another sign. There could be an involuntary loss of urine, like you're trying to go, but all of a sudden you just can't. And that could take place, or you could be trying to urinate and it's going great, and all of a sudden it just stops, even though you want to urinate. You're like, what's going on? It's like shut off valve. It just happens. So that's can happen. Also, maybe some blood in the urine can take place. Not very good. A foul, stinky smell coming from it. So basically, anything wrong with the urine can indicate, well, infection. Some other common warning signs could be like lethargy, fatigue, confusion, fever, chills, and wanting to vomit. These are all basically all signs of your immune system trying to fight it off. Like when you get a fever, that's all your immune system trying to, fight off an infection. Okay. Now, to prevent a bladder infection, you can of course drink lots of fluids. Urinate regularly. Don't hold it in. Empty the bladder completely. It's also been estimated that E. coli causes many of the infections, and some experts recommend that, especially for women, when using the toilet, to wipe from the front to the back and not the other way around. I'm not sure how this helps, but that's just what I've learned, so who knows. Also, of course, that you can of course cut back on drinking lots of alcohol. Now, the most common way to treat this problem is with antibiotics. Another great idea would be to drink cranberry juice, which actually has been proven to work too, cranberry juice. There's also like an insane amount of herbal remedies that can help fight off the infection, prevent infection, just improve your health overall, that are wonderful. Just to throw out a few ideas, would be like olive leaf extract, alfalfa, the king of plants, garlic, green tea extract, black cumin seeds, saw palmetto. There's a ton. Now, many of these herbal remedies you can, of course, get in a dietary supplement form. Now, we all know that shopping for dietary supplements can be about as confusing as mastering chemistry. At least for me, chemistry was very complicated. I had a lot of trouble with it. Another thing is that, believe it or not, companies don't even have to prove their product is safe before they sell it to the masses. This means the next dietary supplement you're going to buy could actually do you more harm than good. And a lot of studies that show that there's a lot of crappy products out there. Now, I've put a lot of effort into going out there and trying to find some type of guide that can help simplify the process of buying supplements and help someone identify a good product. But I couldn't find anything very objective. So I actually put a lot of effort into creating this guide. And a few things that you will learn, of course, would be how to identify a good brand and many of the warning signs of a crappy brand that you might not know about. Of course, goes over various herbal remedies to consider, what are some crappy herbs, and of course dangerous herbs that you might not be aware of, and some of them are even in common items like tea. Of course, goes over how government agencies regulate the industry and protect us, which is just fascinating, and there's even some online resources to make your life a little bit easier. Now, if you're wondering how much it's going to end up costing you, we'll be very pleasant and pleased to know that it's completely free. So you don't have a whole lot to lose, at least taking a glance at it. You can learn a lot of things in a very short amount of time. Now, to view this free guide, all you gotta do is simply click on the link right below the video that I did make you. I hope I helped a few people